everyone! So I thought I would do this freshman advice video for high school because I did graduate high school, and yeah, I thought I'd just give you some advice. And plus I asked my sister, who is now going to be a junior in high school, stuff that she wished she knew as she entered freshman year of high school. So yeah, together we compiled a small list, or I'm not sure if it's small or not, but it's a list of stuff that I would like to mention in this video and give advice to some of you guys, because some of you guys are my sister's age, where you're entering 8th grade or you're entering freshman year of high school and stuff. You guys might want to know some advice and stuff that you guys can take up now, or you guys cannot do them and not take my advice and just figure it out yourself. I seriously look like I can go to prom right now with my hair and my dramatic eyeliner. So yeah, I kind of like this look. Maybe I should do this more often, I don't know. Like my little princess curls. So I'm just gonna get started and tell you guys, because I feel like this is gonna be a long video, because I'm gonna be giving you some advice and also giving you some backstory of like what my friends wish they knew, or what my classmate wish they knew and stuff, because I did kind of hear some stuff throughout high school, stuff that my classmate wished they did during freshman year and stuff. So yeah, just gonna get started. So the first thing I wish I did more personally is I wish I talked more to students on the first day of school / first week, because that's when everybody's finding their friends and stuff. And I just moved to Hawaii, where I live now, and going to that school not knowing anybody in that school was kind of scary. I'm a very shy person, and I still don't talk to like junior and senior year, I still didn't really talk to that many people, except for people that I hung out with and / people that I kind of knew in my classes that kind of took like the same classes and had the same interests as I did. So yeah, I just wish I talked to more people, get to know more people in my class, because I feel like my high school was pretty small. Our graduating class was like about like 115 or something like that. So I pretty much knew everybody's name, but I didn't know like their interests and stuff, and I didn't really talk to them. So I wish I did more of that. So the next thing I wish I did was study harder. My GPA was quite high freshman year, but I wish I like try a bit harder to maybe get a higher GPA or stuff. But I did graduate with honors. I know during graduation, when everybody was getting their honor sash, some of my friends was like, oh, I wish I had an honor sash too and stuff. And they told me that what like screwed them over was their freshman GPA / grade, because they were lazy freshman year. They didn't take stuff seriously. So yeah, my advice to you would be to take it seriously and just shoot for that higher GPA. If you guys need like help and stuff, like for school and stuff, go in for tutoring, ask your teachers, which brings me to the next tip I have for you guys, is to get to know your teachers. I cannot stress this enough. Get to know your teachers, because sometimes that teacher might be teaching a class you might take senior year, because I know at my school like some teachers teach like freshman classes, and they also teach like a senior class and stuff. So you guys might have that teacher when you're in senior year, and when you're applying for colleges and stuff, you might need recommendations, which is so important that you know your teachers so that they can write a good recommendation for you. So yeah, I felt like I could have gotten to know some more of my teachers so that I can ask more teachers for recommendations. I felt like there was only one teacher that knew me really well, and that was my Japanese teacher. And that was because I was in her class sophomore, junior, and senior year. And yeah, she just kind of knew me. I felt like she knew me the most, because yeah, like in class she would ask like very interactive questions. Is that the word, interactive? I'm not sure. Where like she would ask you a question, and like it would kind of be like questions to get to know you, but it's also like learning the language. So she'll ask you like personal questions in Japanese, so it's kind of getting like two things it's like a 2-in-1 package. So yeah, if you guys don't have that kind of class where you get to know the teachers in class, you guys can go like have lunch in their classroom sometimes and stuff, because I know like some students have lunch with their teachers and stuff. So yeah, you guys can get to know your teachers from there. Or also joining clubs, which is the next big thing, is to join clubs that you are interested in and that you can stick with for 4 years of your high school career. It's better to join like a small amount of clubs. Sorry, there's like a baby crying from my next door neighbor. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that, but yeah, the baby's crying and they're right there. They're like less than 100 feet away. So hopefully you guys can hear me, and hopefully they can hear me. Just weird. So it's good to join like fewer clubs where you can stick with it throughout your high school career than joining like 1,000 clubs and only going to like maybe 2 meetings that year because you are so busy with like other stuff and stuff. So it's good to join clubs that you like and that you can stick with. So yeah. And my next tip is to not buy like a lot of folders, but to buy like maybe 1 or 2, like maybe 1 of the pocket folders, or if you guys like binders, to buy one, like maybe a 1-inch binder or 1.5-inch binder to keep all of your stuff in there and organize it by class, so that you guys don't have to carry like a ton of like folders with you and stuff. So that's pretty much my tip. But you can also wait till like the first week of school to buy your supplies, because yeah, sometimes like teachers tell you what you need in that class, like a notebook and stuff, and sometimes you don't even need a notebook in that class. Like maybe like all the stuff you do is on the computer and stuff, so you don't really need to buy a notebook to take notes. But some teachers prefer you to have notes and stuff, so I would say wait till the first week of school to buy your supplies and stuff. Okay, so my next tip for you is to organize your locker. My locker was pretty organized all 4 years of my high school. I didn't have a messy locker or anything. So yeah, sometimes I would walk in the halls and I would see girls' lockers not being locked, which I am guilty of not locking my lockers, but I put my lock in a way where it looks like my locker's lock. So yeah, yeah, just pretty much keep your locker organized so that nothing is like falling out of your locker when you open the door, because that's just a ton of like craziness right there. And I go to an all-girls school, so it was like shocker to see that some girls are messy, which is really like shocking for me because I thought it was always guys. I know this is like so like superstitious and stuff of me, but yeah, I always thought that girls were the organized one and guys were like the messy ones. So yeah, it was a nice eye-opening moment to see girls that were messy and girls that didn't do their homework. You do all of your homework. Don't be the lazy one that goes to class and don't have her homework. The one that also copies homework from your friends, because you don't really learn anything from copying homeworks and stuff, which I am guilty of doing like maybe like 4 times throughout my high school career, and that's because I forgot that we had that homework, so I would copy off of my friends. But don't be that girl that does that every day. Please don't, because you don't learn anything. If you guys don't do your homework, then you're not gonna know what you're learning in class and stuff, and school is just not gonna be any benefit to you. So do your homework and study and get good grades, because you don't want to be flipping burgers in McDonald's. And that was what my freshman English teacher said to the class, I believe. I think it was like English class that she said that. Okay, so my next tip is to know where your classes are, which I know was kind of hard for me because I didn't get a tour of the school and I didn't get to walk around the school to see where my classes are. But I remember it was 3rd period. I was supposed to go to English class. The room was 300, which meant that it was on the 3rd floor. So I went to the 3rd floor, and it turns out there was 2 rooms that were 300. There was 300 and 300A, which I believe the English room was 300A. And I walked into the 300 room and I looked around. I sat down and I looked around the room and I was like, this does not look like an English room, because there was like religious quotes and stuff on the walls and stuff, because I did go to a Catholic school. So I was like, this looks more like a religion room, like a religion classroom to me than English class. So I asked the teacher if I was in the right room, and he told me I was in the wrong room. And I had like sat down and everything, and it was so embarrassing. And everybody in that class was like sophomores, and I was a freaking freshman, and I sat in there like I freaking belonged in that class. So yeah, know where your classes are, because you don't want to end up like me, walking into the wrong room and sitting down and acting like you belong in that class when you actually don't. So my next tip for you guys is to take more leadership positions, like in your clubs and stuff. Like you can join your clubs freshman year, and maybe you'll end up like the president of the club junior year or senior year. And having leadership positions in something that you're committed to for 4 years or 3 years of your high school career can look really, really good on college applications and stuff. So this is just an example that happened recently that I can kind of remember, but if you guys are watching this, I'm sorry, I'm just using your example. I don't mean to like offend you or anything, but it's to not do stupid things and post it on social media. Everybody's looking at what you post and stuff, and you don't know who's gonna rat you out and stuff. So just don't post stupid things. Don't post pictures of your middle finger sticking up on your social media. Don't post anything that you're feeling about teachers on Twitter, because you don't know who will rat you out and give it to the vice principal or principal to look at, or like even the dean. So yeah, don't put anything stupid on the internet. I don't think I've done this, but people in my class have did that, and it's not really good. So my next tip is to not get a boyfriend, because I feel like having a boyfriend in high school is just a distraction. So if you guys can't picture yourself marrying the person you're dating now in elementary school, or like in middle school or junior high or high school and stuff, then I don't think you should be dating. I don't know. That's just my advice. You guys might say otherwise, but yeah. Do whatever you want with the boyfriend thing. I'm not gonna judge you or anything, but I feel like the most important question to ask yourself is to see if you guys can picture yourself marrying that person you're dating. And if you guys can't, then why are you dating? Are you dating for like the experience? Are you dating for just to have a boyfriend, to be cool? The last thing on my list that I put down is to have perfect attendance. One of my pet peeves is people who don't go to school just to not go to school. So if you guys do go to like a private Catholic school or private school or whatever school you go to that you have to like, that your parents pay money for, I feel like you should like honor your parents' money that they're putting into your education, and at least go to school to like learn something. That's like one of my pet peeves. People who don't go to school, or who leave school early because they don't like the class after lunch, or they don't like the class after recess, or they don't like the teacher and they're just leaving to leave. I feel like if you have like diarrhea and you're like throwing up and stuff, I feel like it's okay to like go home and stuff. But like if you have like a minor headache and you're like, I just don't want to stay here, and you're just gonna go home, I feel like it's a waste of your parents' money if they're putting money into your education. And yeah, you're gonna end up flipping burgers at McDonald's. So try to have perfect attendance. So that's pretty much my advice video, and I feel like this video can help anyone really. Like if you're like a sophomore, or like going to be a freshman, or going to be a junior and stuff, I feel like this can really help you, because then you guys can take some of my advice and kind of use them, because it's never too late to change. So if you guys have any other advice that you would like to share with everybody else, help a sister out, and leave it in the comments down below. So that's pretty much it for this video. So until next time, shine bright like a diamond. Bye!